My fellow Americans, tonight I address you with a heavy heart and unyielding determination as our nation grapples with the deepening crisis of this government shutdown, now stretching into its ninth day. What began as a partisan standoff in Washington has become a national emergency, one that not only stalls our economy, but strikes at the very heart of our people's health and well being. This is not mere politics. It's a betrayal of the trust we place in our leaders to safeguard the American dream for every family, every worker, and every child. Let me be clear about the toll we've already been paying. In just 1 week, this shutdown has inflicted an estimated 0.15% loss to our GDP. Billions of dollars evaporated from our collective prosperity. If it drags on as experts fear it might, we could see quarterly GDP slash by 0.4 to 0.8%, with cumulative losses mounting to 28 to 60 billion dollars. These aren't cold statistics. They are the stories of furloughed federal workers, 800,000 patriots serving our nation without a paycheck, the small business owners watching contracts vanish, and the families in rural communities delaying essential purchases. Programs like WIC, Lifeline Nutrition for millions of mothers and children, teeter on the brink of destruction, turning uncertainty into hunger at the kitchen tables across America. But the pain cuts even deeper when we confront the shutdown's assault on our health care. At the core of this impasse lies a reckless refusal to extend the subsidies under the Affordable Care Lifelines that has shielded 24 million Americans from skyrocketing premiums. These subsidies, first enacted in 2021 and extended through 2025, have more than doubled enrollment in marketplace plans, making quality coverage affordable. For small business owners, farmers, and middle class families who fall between the cracks of employer plans or public programs without immediate action to renew them. And without the immediate action to renew, more than double, those plans will more than double next year from an average of $888 annually to $1,904 for subsidized enrollees. That's a 104% hike that could force a million people to drop coverage altogether, leaving them vulnerable to illness, bankruptcy, and despair. And it's not just the ACC at risk. The shutdown exacerbates the fallout from recent Medicaid cuts embedded in a so called One Big Beautiful Bill, which impose harsh work requirements set to strip insurance from up to 5 million low income Americans starting in 2027. States are already slashing provider payments in anticipation, straining nationwide. Health providers face $30 billion in lost revenue plus 7.7 billion dollars in uncompensated care for the nearly uninsured. This isn't compassion, it's chaos. It's a single parent in Texas skipping cancer screenings because copays just become impossible. It's a veteran in Pennsylvania rationing medications amid delayed claims processing. It's our entire healthcare system buckling under the weight of preventable suffering. My fellow citizens, we must not allow this to stand. I implore Congress, rise above the rhetoric, bridge the divide, and pass a clean funding bill that ends this shutdown. Today, I offer to sit down with both sides of the House and Senate. Let's sit down. I've offered to sit down and talk about this. They're not the The Republicans are not wanting to have negotiations. We need to sit down and talk. We just sit down and talk. We need a clean CR on my desk. We get a clean CR on my desk, I will sign it. You know, really, the ACA subsidies protect those 24 million souls from premium spikes, roll back the Medicaid cuts that punish the vulnerable, and restore pay to our federal workforce whose dedication holds this nation together. I stand ready, pen in hand, to sign such a measure into law the moment it reaches my desk. Yet in this trial, I see our greatest strength, the resilience of the American spirit. We've weathered shutdowns before, but none have threatened our health so profoundly. This is our moment to demand better, to rebuild a government that serves all, not just the loudest voices. To the millions relying on these subsidies, hold fast. Your fight is our fight. To healthcare workers on the front lines, your heroism endures to everyday American. Let into everyday Americans, let your voices echo from town halls to Capitol Hall. Enough is enough. Together, we will end this shutdown, heal our divides, and secure a future where no one chooses Medicare and a mill, between care and care and disaster. The time for action is now. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America, and may He protect our troops. Thank you very much.